Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Jessica Brodie and this is Shining the Light. Do you ever get lonely? I know it's an icky question, but I've been there. It's something I struggled with a lot over the years. I still do struggle with it sometimes. And I know a lot of people do. And in fact, when God created the very first man in Genesis, he knew right away that Adam needed a companion. In Genesis 2:18, then the Lord said, "It is not good that the human is alone. I will make him a helper that is perfect for him." So the Lord God formed from the fertile land all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky and brought them to the human to see what he would name them. And it goes on to say, but a helper perfect for him was nowhere to be found. So the Lord God put the human into a deep and heavy sleep and took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh over it. With the rib taken from the human, the Lord fashioned a woman and brought her to the human being. And the human said, "This one finally is bone from my bones and flesh from my flesh. She will be called a woman because from a man she was taken." And this is the reason that a man leaves his father and mother and embraces his wife, and they become one flesh. So together they ease the loneliness. You know, sometimes we have that in a spouse or a close friend, and that's such a good thing. Sometimes when we're lonely or we're grumpy or we're upset, sometimes we just need to go shopping or walk in the park with other people and just feel that we are not the only ones in the world feeling what we're feeling. But let's face it, sometimes being around other people can be just as much of a stumbling block. I mean, when you're upset and you vent to someone else, have you ever done that and that person has commiserated with you, and then you find yourself sinking into even more of a gloom? Or you spend time with someone who likes to trash talk and gossip or focus on the negative, and then that wears at your soul. Sometimes spending time with humans can almost make things worse. That's why sometimes being around innocent ones, children, animals, it's like a balm to your soul. Have you ever been around a child and for the first time, I mean, these don't even have to be your own kids. You can just be at the playground or a little kid comes up to you and they say, "Look, see this flower?" And they're fascinated by a flower. Or they see, they look at your hand and they're like, "Why are your nails shaped like this?" They have these questions and they're so hungry for life. Or, I shared recently that we adopted a kitten this year, just being around her. And if something is going wrong, and then I look at her and she's sleeping and she seems like she doesn't have a care in the world, all of her priorities are just in line. She doesn't worry about, "Oh, what am I going to wear?" And, "Oh, what's this going to, what's going to happen here?" And she's not bouncing around with all the stresses that I tend to put on myself. She's thinking about, okay, let me take a nap in this little spot of sunshine, or I'm hungry, where's my food bowl? And I'm lonely, why don't you pet me for a while? Being around animals and children tends to simplify things in a way that crystallizes what life is really all about. So if you find yourself struggling, if you find yourself lonely, grumpy, cranky, just stressed out and you can't shake it, try spending time with little kids or animals. Even in COVID, there are volunteer opportunities. You can call up a shelter and see if they need someone to hang out or pet their animals. See if your church needs someone to help in the kids' room. Even see if you can FaceTime a friend who has a little kid and just talk to them for a few minutes about life. It can change your whole mood. It can turn everything upside down. That's all for this week. Have a great day. God bless you, and keep on shining the light.